You see this guy?
Reports that were published in 2013. It's
Mr. Edward Norton Snowden III.
I never published a single story. The number of documents that I...
This fucking guy, I don't remember him being the head guy of the NSA. Do you remember that? Is that a Mandela effect? Does anybody know? I don't know. There's something strange about his ass. But I think he did the right thing. That makes him a patriot. Some people are patriots, and they say they're patriots. They're not. They don't give a fuck about the country. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about shit. And let's see how. Let's use this chaos magic sigil here. And let's see what it's got in it already. Okay, we don't recognize that. I need you to get the fuck out of here. What's going on? You're fucking with me. This thing, it doesn't act right anymore. It really don't. Alright, this. I think that's Chinese. Chinese! I'll do the thing one time. Oh, she didn't have to be upside down. Just roll those dice. The letter H. I'll do that. There's the antenna. That's that antenna. Right now, currently, we're still not at the stage of the reality where antennas need to be destroyed. I mean, if you want to, go ahead. I think, I like how it scooted over like that. You see that? That's very nice. We'll go with yellow. We'll go with all these. Why am I doing this? Well, I even personally still use wands like antennas. Somebody's giving me shit. Hold on. Hello. Well, yeah, I know the feeling. I had it the other day, but today, even on the TV shows, they were showing how, you know, it's kind of in there programming you. Not programming you, but you get more psychic by being able to watch shows that let you use your imagination, and then, like, as an antenna, because they had bait fish on. It wasn't just that show, but part of that feeling low is that empathic, what I got, and it had me all fucked up. Like feeling like sacrificed, which is not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling, but it feels like it, like somebody's wanting you to be sacrificed, is even worse. That's right. Okay, yeah, that was my friend who abandons me, who I like to spend time with, and but rather than ever stay with me or whatever, she has to ride the exact fence, and then, like a wrestler, throw herself into the night world, which is stressful, number one. That's stupid. And it causes an exasperated stress in this place we call home. So, it seems dumb. Only because if you have people that will listen to your problems and give you the right shit, that doesn't mean they're trying to fucking marry you or nothing. You should be more loyal with people who are true to you and helpful to you, rather than more fake, which seems to be the way people just tend to do. You don't find people that are not going to be the more fake. They apparently, their worldview, we'll go with that. You see him? He knows. He knows. He couldn't, he was saying he would come back and stand trial for his, because he did treasons. Mr. Snowden is said to be treason, but he's not really treasonous. He's actually, looked out for America. Because he told him, he said, they're spying on y'all, And if you would have just heard what he said about Biden and the other one, they come in there. He's like, they're saying, they told the Russians, we want this guy. We want this guy. And if you let him out of Russia to go somewhere else, we're going to do something to y'all, Russia. And he said it was Biden and someone else. So they're joking like, you didn't want to, so I guess you're not pro-Biden. He's like, I don't get into that stuff no more. And you know what? You damn sure don't. Would you realize this whole motherfucking thing is all rigged and set up and there ain't nothing you can do about it? You tend not to want to associate with any of those politics, the parties, none of that shit. You don't want to do it. I do hope Donald Trump is the president, though, of the 19th president of the non-Vatican line of the American Republic. But that's who the fuck could know? Somebody said he had a Air Force One still, and we were talking about that in the store. That's a good story. So I go into the store today. It's not the day you don't have to wear masks anymore. That's tomorrow. I thought it was today, but whatever. We're in Texas. We don't have to wear masks anymore. And I had the gray bandana, because I didn't take my mask. I used one of my dad's bandanas. And he's got white, he's got black, and he's got gray. So I take gray, and when I open the door, I look at the lady to the face, and I say, you want me to put this on or not? I'll put it on. But, it's over. It's done. This is done. She laughs. She says, it doesn't matter. And I said, I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Because there's another guy in the back. He had a camouflage one. He looked like a guy about my age. Maybe a tech guy or some shit. Sort of, I don't know what you want to describe him. But I said, I'll go ahead and put this on. And because I don't want to get you all germed up, guy. Yes, I'll talk to people at the store. This is how I am. It was very small people in the store. But this is how I am. And this is why I'm going to share how I am. The guy was like, no, it's all right. We even got the next round. Because I don't know if he's one of those Biden people. That's the America we live in now. He might be one of those libtard motherfuckers. And I don't want to tread on his misunderstanding or his stupid. But I got to get through it as well. So I said, well, all right. I need to process out this care for y'all's sake. Because here up soon, I'm making a transition with that emotion. I'm not going to live with it every single fucking day from then forward. I'm dealing with it now and processing it. And all that associated energy of all them times in the future, because I'm not going to fucking waste energy caring about what fucking stupid people think. I'm going ahead and making my choice now on how I'm going to react to it. And I just realized that about myself. That I do stuff like that. I tend to be psychic in a lot of ways. And my psychic's coming back strong, but it's more with what's going on with the shows. You can watch it's fictional, because like it's Star Trek. You watch Star Trek, you get the clues in it. Because it foreshadows things, and there's things in the set in the background that'll reappear. You don't care if you had worked on the show. You're going to see new shit that you've never seen before. And I'm pretty sure that's true. So let's go a little further. Let's see what he says. Head of the NSA? He said he was.
Revealed is 0.
Great. Now
what I did was I collected an archive of material showing criminality or unethical or unconstitutional behavior on the part of the United States government. I provided this archive to journalists who were required as a condition of access to this material not to publish any story because it's interesting. They could publish no story simply because it's newsworthy. They were only allowed, as so far as the agreement went, to publish stories that they were willing to stand up and say were in the public interest to know. And this is not some crazy fly-by-night organization. These are newspapers like the Washington Post, like the New York Times, like the Guardian. And in every case, this process was followed. Now, as an extraordinary check on top of this, in case I went too far, in case I collected a document that was too hot, or I misunderstood things, or the journalists misunderstood things. The journalists were further required to go to the government in advance of publication, and they were required to do this at my request and warn the government. This is the story that we're going to run. This is what it's about. This is what we're going to say. So the government could argue against it to create an adversarial check on what the journalists and I were trying to do, to reconstruct the system of checks and balances in the United States that had itself failed in the government.
Wow.
And because that process was followed so scrupulously, that's why I am so confident that no harm happened, no harm occurred. Now, if there are those in the government that say harm took place, if there are those in the government who say people have died, I ask you this: why haven't they proved it?
Because
you know better than anyone, Brian, that these government officials are more than happy to pick up a phone and make a...
That guy's a patriot. Whatever you think about what he did, and he's also a criminal. But that's a motherfucker. You know what, though? America, Americans, Texans, humans, you better get used to that. Bucking. Because there's going to have to be some bucking coming on if they try this shit like they did again with this shit. Now, their virus they made, you know, if you don't know they made it, they made it. And they made that motherfucker to kill 90% of the human population. It just didn't work. Something failed, whatever. And it wasn't like just China made it. They're all in the cahoots. That's another one you got to get through. I don't try to tell people what to believe or whatever, but if you think everything's honky fucking dory, it's not. We're in a real ugly fucking place.